Good afternoon. Papa here. Listen, I got to talk to you about something kind of serious. And I know those of you that know me know that I'm anything but serious. I usually like to have fun, and then I like to have more fun. And then in between the time, if I'm not catching a nap, you may catch me at the bar. But this is kind of serious. Terry and I have been around from the beginning, and I go to events and I hear a lot of conversation, and I got to step in now and help out. Because, like I said, it is pretty serious. You guys are getting ready to go to Uncon. You're going to hear some amazing things, but you got to be in the right frame of mind, and that's what I want to try and help you get in, so that you can take advantage of everything you're going to hear and learn and see. So, what am I talking about? Okay, I know you all are going to think I'm kind of crazy, but I swear to you I will connect the dots. Get your little pad of paper and a cup of coffee, pull up to the table, and you may want to take a few notes. What I'm going to talk about today is what we call self-talk. And I've got kind of a little story to tell you about that. I love my animals. I watch Animal Planet all the time. And I know what you're saying. What does that have to do with Posh, Papa? Only everything. So here's what happens. I've seen on the Animal Planet great, big, ugly grizzly bears chase down cute little deers. And they catch them. And they have incredible speed, and they catch these deer. And it's pretty amazing. So what does that have to do with Posh? Well, here's the thing. When you joined Posh, for whatever reason you joined, it was to buy a new car, to get out of your current job, to help pay for college, to stay home with the kids, whatever your reason was, that's that pretty little deer. And that's running around in your head, frolicking, having fun. How can I do this? And taking in all the Posh stuff. Well, along comes the grizzly bear, and they're around you all the time. You can hear them. They say things like, this will never work, you can't sell, these things are a scam, nobody makes any money in that. And the grizzly bears are there all the time. So how do we keep your deer away from the grizzly bear? This is what we do. We use good self-talk, all right? Every time you say out loud, I'm never going to make premiere, I can't sell $1,000, I can't book 5 parties, I'll never make that incentive trip. You know what? You're right. Every time you say that out loud, you're right, you will not. So that's what we have to do. We have to change the self-talk. How do we change the self-talk, Annie? I'll tell you how. Watch. You go into the bathroom, close the door, look in the mirror, and you say out loud, I'm going to sell $1,000. I'm going to follow up with my customers. I'm going to make that incentive trip. I'm going to make premiere, and you say it out loud day after day after day after day. Now let me give you an example to show you that it works. I'm going to give you 2 examples. First one was on the last incentive trip. And if I was a Posh consultant, I wouldn't miss another incentive trip, because I was fortunate enough to go last time, and I had a ball. Mama wanted to, my Dominican sisters, you know what I'm talking about. You had to be there. But so here's what happened. Those of you that may know Daisy, met Daisy last year at the airport leaving Uncon, and she came to the incentive trip. So a bunch of us went out parasailing, and Daisy was, understandably, very nervous about parasailing, which may be an understatement. And somebody else would go up and come down and go up and come down. And you could visibly see Daisy was getting a little more nervous each time it was getting closer to her turn. Finally, out of the blue, she said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do this. She said it out loud and with conviction. And you know what? 2 turns later, she went parasailing and had a ball. So what happened? She said it out loud and followed through. It worked. Now, for your own personal life, what happens? Think back to your first real serious relationship. You were kind of digging on the other person. They were kind of digging on you, but you weren't sure what was happening and how this was going to go. Let me tell you what happened. The first time that other person says, I love you, it changed everything, didn't it? It changed everything. You started acting different. You started unconsciously acting different. And that's the point. When your brain hears this out loud, it wants to help you achieve that. So when you say, I can't do something, what's on TV tonight? We don't need to do anything. We're going to sit back and, is Survivor on? Is that tonight? And you don't get it done. Change the talk, you change the outcome. Period. So let's tie all this together. We're going to Annie and I are going to practice in the bathroom. Okay? We're going to talk out loud into the mirror, and we're going to get it right, whatever it is. Because see, when you go to Uncon, you're gonna hook up with somebody there that looks at things like you do, and you're gonna say, you know what, I'm having trouble booking 5 parties. Oh, well, Sally's gonna tell you what she does, and you're gonna go home and try that, and you're gonna kind of shape it and mold it to fit your personality and your lifestyle, and that's what you're gonna take forward, and it's gonna work. And so what happens? Well, I don't know. I don't know if I can book 5 parties. Sally said to do this. Ooh, I booked 5 parties. Okay. Oh, I don't know if I can upsell. Oh, Jane said she does this. Boom. Oh. And so you're climbing the confidence ladder. Gang, confidence is the bulletproof vest of no's. Every time you get a no, it's going to bounce right off that bulletproof vest because you're so confident in what you're doing, it won't matter. It won't matter. Now, listen. When Posh started, the first Uncon, I'm telling you, it was so small they could have held it in the food court. But now there's Posh Nation. You can hook up with, and it doesn't have to be a platinum premier. It can be anybody. Because you got to understand this. Nobody came to Posh with a complete skill set to perform everything you need to do. They pick a little bit here and a little bit there, and they mold it to what works for them. That's the beauty of it. But the talent is here. The information you'll learn at Uncon. And now when you change the talk, that's the complete picture. Change the talk, change the outcome. Now, I'm going to be at Uncon. I can't hide. Trust me, I can't hide. You have any questions, you come on and find me at Uncon. We'll talk. We'll figure out what you need to say. We'll hug it out. Hugs are free. I'm not afraid of hugs. So, change the talk. That's all I can't impress upon you enough. Change the talk, change the outcome. Now, this is Poppa from the Posh Porch Studio. Keeping an eye on you. I'm out.